Hey guys, it's Dawn, the Kitchen Witch, and you know, you hear a lot of times that being an entrepreneur is about taking big risks, and if you want to, you know, move forward in your career or in your business or as a creative person, maybe you're writing a book, maybe you're an artist, you have to take these big giant risks. And I don't think people really define what that is, because a risk is anything for you that is scary, or something you could fail at, which pretty much is everything, right? So here's a little story. I am trying very hard to scale up Cucina Aurora, and by doing this, we need to bring in some equipment, some machinery, because up until this point, literally everything is done by hand, and we're getting to the point where we need at least some kind of machines that maybe are still manually operated by myself or by Lisa, but we need to be able to produce more bottles of olive oil. And so we need, you know, machines that maybe will put labels on faster than a human being can, and more precisely than a human being can do it. And so it's been like a year that I have been researching machinery. It was a lot of money that I did not want to part with, because the spending of that kind of money is very uncomfortable for me. And it took months after the order was made for the machinery to get to us. We have a big production run happening right now, and so it's trying to time the equipment to get there when we needed to do this large production run. So a bunch of us, including Justin, my husband, took time off on a Saturday to go over to the warehouse so we could set up this machinery. And of all three of the machines, none of them worked. All three of them came from 3 different warehouses. None of them worked. None of them performed the way they were supposed to. One of them didn't even turn on. One of them was set up and tooled in the wrong direction. And none of them had instructions on how to put these machines together, or how to, you know, screw this thing there, or how to set it up, or whatever. And by the end of the day, I had to kind of put them all back in their crates, or most of them back in their crates, and reset everything back up for our manual operation. And it felt like the biggest failure. It felt like I had done the stupidest thing, spent all this money, spent all this time for nothing. And actually, as I'm making this video, which is like a month after that even happened, I'm still trying to figure out how to get this machinery to work. I've had to call in electricians, and I've had to spend hours and hours on tech support. And I'm happy to say that almost everything, really 85, 90% operational with that machinery. But as an entrepreneur, it felt like a huge blow to my ego. It was a failure. It felt like I had spent all of this money and all of this time and all of this research, and that I messed up. And by messing up, I let my team down. And that was really, really hard. So I'm happy to report that I'm still fighting that fight and still trying to make everything work. And it's going to work out. These risks pay off in the end. And when it's done, it's gonna be awesome. So make sure you hit the bell and subscribe so that you can find out all about these crazy failures and crazy successes, because we have them all and you can't have one without the other, right? Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. Stay with me, follow me here on Instagram and all that jazz. Yeah, thanks for watching.